What's up, guys? Welcome to the Goosenov Show. Quick idea. So, I think maybe St. Thomas Aquinas said this, but everyone thinks themselves as being a good person. Everyone is everyone thinks they're a good person. And I think the reason for that is because, I feel like everyone has good intentions. They have good in their heart that they want to enact on the world. And I would say that the intentions of goodness, for, I guess, in terms of common wisdom or common knowledge, the intention of being a good person or wanting good to happen is conflated with actually being good. And I think the problem with that is that the truth behind morality is that it's not just something that you get to have. You don't just, I was born good, and now I can claim that I'm a good person or whatever. I think that the reality is people have good intentions, but being or striving towards being a moral person is more difficult and requires effort and deliberate self-reflection and honesty. And it also involves the honesty of being able to confront your finite nature and accept it. And accept that you don't have all the answers. And accept that you're wrong sometimes. Or maybe most of the time, who knows? And to put yourself in a place where, you got to be willing to say, I know nothing. And then try and build up from there. Because I think that the way that human morality works is that every person is motivated by animalistic instincts. I think Freud said that that morality was the superego trying to keep the id in check. And to say that you're good would mean that you have a very good grasp on the id, which I don't know if that's really I don't know how you can make that claim without really having evidence for it. But the point there is that people are, I think, inherently motivated to do, animalistic things that bring down your actions from those of virtue to those of vice. They bring your actions down from a place of, higher morality, one where you're thinking in the long term, to that of the short term. Everyone is motivated by doing things in a short-term way rather than in the long term. People, and on all levels, on the top of society and at the bottom. And if you think that you're a good person, have you told a lie? Have you looked at someone with lust, or have you committed lustful acts? Have you ever stolen something? Are you a vulgar person? Do you have have you ever acted wrathfully? I don't know, do you ever look at yourself with pride, or do you ever act pridefully, Maybe, have you ever been envious or jealous of people? Have you ever, not done the amount of work that you needed to do, like gluttony or slothfulness, right? Have you ever, do you hold yourself to the highest standard you can, and do you actually do as much as you can, right? I don't know. I don't think most people do that. I mean, I know I don't do that. I don't think most people do that. Do you overindulge? Gluttony, Do you willfully overindulge in things? So anyway, the point is, like, all of these things, if you claim that you haven't done any of that, if you claim that, oh, you know what, you weren't maybe swayed to act in those ways, which is easier. It's easier to act in those ways than it is to be more refined and longer term thinking, right? I mean, it's easier. So that means that most people or everyone's going to be motivated to choose the easier route over the harder route. Everyone's going to be motivated to, not be moral. But everyone has good intentions. And the good intentions don't mean you're a good person. It just means you have a drive to do better. And I think that's what matters. That's how you become more moral. It's not about, am I a good person? You get to, and I don't think you can ever claim that you're a good person. Because there's always going to be problems with you, probably. There's always going to be something where, you're imperfect. So I'd say that you can claim you're a better person than you once were. But you can't claim you're a good person. And the only way that you can claim you're a better person is if you realize that, you're finite and you have problems, and that you need to deliberately work on solving them and getting better and becoming a better person. Anyway, so that's just a little spiel on morality, I guess. But I think you guys get the point. I'm not trying to say, I'm better than people. I'm just saying that the point is that don't let your knowledge of your own intentions, right? Because you know that your intentions are good. Don't let your knowledge of your own intentions be conflated with the actual state of where you are, because that'll lead you to stagnate. It'll lead you to not develop your morality, not become better, not become the best version of who you could and should be. So, hold yourself to a high standard and be honest with your actions. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the thought. That's the Gusnov sermon for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think, and DM me on Gusnov if you want. And check out Gusnov.com. There's some very cool things there. Very cool. There's literally, I have a site called on Gumroad that literally has like dozens of hours of content, I believe. I haven't calculated it out, but it's like a lot. There's like dozens and dozens of videos. So I think you guys would really enjoy it. And you literally don't need to put any money down, because there's 1 week that you can just look at the stuff for free, download everything for free. And if you don't like it, then you don't need to pay anything. So anyway, check it out. Check it out, Gusnov.com. All right, love you guys.